I don't believe in how much we are spending on this Mikolo. As a person who has walked that journey, I know for someone who's listening and wants to have that big wedding, you're rolling your eyes and like, please, you've been there, done that, keep quiet. But
if you're a 40-year-old man that has dreams and ambition,
what? The ship has sailed.
I don't know how you're getting me on your ship. On your boat.
You're not boarding.
Me, you cannot touch me with struggle. I'm sorry. I understand life is hard.
Yeah.
Like if we're together and life happens, all right.
This constant need to acquire the latest, that's flashiest, the most expensive. To what end? Mpaka D.
I know. Struggle love is not impressive at all. Do not be deceived.
There's no award.
Yeah, there's no award for struggle. Struggle just leads to more struggle and eventually death.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Calmly Aligned. Today we are changing the pace just a little bit. We are introducing a new segment called, drumroll please. Can we talk about it? So, how are we doing this? We have different, are they questions or subtopics?
Yeah.
I think they're subtopics. So the subtopic for today is, what are those things that you feel society celebrates too much? So it's going to be like almost rapid fire, but not quite rapid fire. It's just that we're going to share and see how we feel about all these different things. I hope you're ready. Thank you for joining us. My name is Priscilla.
Amanda.
And this is Calmly Aligned. So, like I already mentioned, our subtopic for today is, what are those things that society celebrates too much? Now, before we dive in, I want to stop and remind you, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Please drop a comment, because we also want to hear from you. We love to hear what you think, and it also expands our mind also from hearing from you. And then also, don't forget to like if you enjoy, and share this with someone who you believe will benefit from this conversation. So Amanda, let's get into it. What are those things that you feel like society celebrates too much?
So, one thing I feel society celebrates a bit too much is the longevity of marriage and not so much
the journey.
Quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. It's a powerful one. So how did you come to that?
Because I always see, you know how they always telling girls these days, marriages these days don't last. Marriages back then used to last, and you look back and you're like,
and no one is really looking at the quality.
Yeah.
They're just looking at someone just came and stayed.
Yeah. Woman had zero rights.
So they are looking at long suffering,
cheated on, and abused, battered,
and applauding all this long suffering.
Yeah.
Like you said, cheated on, physically abused.
I don't know if it's applauding,
mentally,
but
or
it's
emotionally.
more like the attention. They don't give due attention to the problems marriages face.
But someone would argue then that those things are not supposed to see the light of day. They're supposed to be resolved between two people. So are they imagining that in staying, you've resolved? Or are they imagining that in keeping quiet, there's a sort of heroism that comes from long suffering? And I don't know.
I don't know what they look at, to be honest. Me, every time I see them talk about marriages, they never, the woman would even have a black eye here, and it's like people are blind.
And Pumla said something like interesting when she was being interviewed. She said, this interview was for Financial, what's that show called?
I know what you mean.
I've forgotten it. But she was saying that when she was making a decision to leave her marriage, what she pictured in her head was this scenario where you're celebrating maybe 10 years, 20 years, and you're standing up to tell people, oh, we've weathered the storm, we've been through so much together, but we are glad we stayed.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the staying, what you've been through,
Yeah.
you know, beaten down by all these different things. And she was like, I looked at it and I was like, that's not me. I like my joy. I like to be happy. I'm not going to be that person up there being celebrated for enduring.
Yeah, I like Steve Harvey always has a thing he says in like the crowd. He's like, people are like, I am with this guy, and for 10 years he's done this, and he's like, do you want to live another 10 the same way? Like that's what you need to consider
Oh, like would you be happy
pounce.
too?
Yes, like if you've
Wow.
lived 5 years like this, are you willing to live another 5? Because marriage could be 5 years or forever.
Gosh, that's a deep question.
And that's not to say that like the long marriages and are not to be celebrated, because that is for sure a life lived, kids raised. That is an amazing
Sacrifices
achievement. It
made.
is an achievement for sure, but they should not like
The end goal is not the
prioritize.
time.
Yeah, it is just to have a good marriage. Like they shouldn't shun
The end goal
people
is
that are
not the
looking
time.
for.
The end
Yeah,
goal is looking at what you've built
yeah,
together and where both of you have been happy, I believe. Not happy, but both of you have given freely and willingly
yeah.
of your time and found value for that time.
Yes.
Found value
Generally,
in
the
that time.
yardstick for marriage should not be
10
longevity, it should
years,
be
15
quality.
years. Yeah.
It should
That's
be
a good
quality.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I have a very similar one.
Yeah.
Mine was, I feel like one thing society celebrates too much is the people that have chosen to start the journey and everything, all the mikolo that go on around it. And it's a beautiful thing that someone has found their partner, but I can't stand that it's now used as some sort of yardstick. Like you're not complete until you have. Like someone may have graduated, may have done all these amazing things in their life, but because, are you married yet? That's the question that they meet all the time. Why aren't you married yet? Hey, why haven't you settled down yet? Like it's a good thing to celebrate it, to celebrate people who have gotten there. I don't believe in how much we are spending on this mikolo. As a person who has walked that journey, I know for someone who's listening and wants to have that big wedding, you're rolling your eyes and like, please, you've been there, done that, keep quiet. But for me,
Some of
like,
us have expensive tests for
yeah,
free
yeah. So
for
I don't know. For
sandals.
me, I feel like I would have loved a still beautiful event, less people, less frivolity, and more focus on the journey rather than starting out the journey with a big bang like that. But that's just me. But also, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I can call it celebrating. Maybe I'm wrong in saying that. I feel like
There's
that this thing of why aren't you married yet being normalized is not something that I feel is good,
so
because then
as
it
someone
pushes people
myself
into
that is unmarried,
yeah.
I really don't mind, because one thing I've learned in life from my years of experience is we usually concentrate on words as a whole. People are always like, don't do this, don't do that. But I as a person that likes people, love to concentrate on the intent. So like my aunties, my uncles ask, when are you getting married? I don't think they're doing it to embarrass me.
No.
I don't think they're doing it to be nosy. They generally wish me well, and they're
True.
curious. So that's how I take it. I go to places
So you
and
don't feel any kind of pressure. You don't feel like there are people who go into that because they're like everyone is asking. So this is what I need to do, and I need to do it ASAP.
I think anytime it's something you're insecure about and someone points it out, then you feel the pressure. But for me, it is a fact. And it's not like I don't want to get it, just hasn't happened. So I'll be like, man, we're praying. That's my answer
And
always.
add and encourage them to add also
Yes,
and
I'm
add their
always
prayers.
like they're always like, when is our? I'm like, I hope you're praying, because even me, I'm praying.
I like your take on
Yeah,
it.
so
I
that is
really
it for
like your
me.
take. I like your attitude.
Yeah,
Yeah, because for me, what I see is the other side of people feeling like, why are they picking on me? Like feeling beaten down and feeling,
I know people that avoid marriages. I mean, like events because of those things.
yeah, because of those
Yeah,
questions.
but I feel
Because
like it's just an attitude, a mind
so it's
shift.
coming from a good place.
Yeah, unless it's like I can't even imagine who would ask me that question and mean ill. Everyone asks because they they genuinely want good
want
for
you to
you.
be
Yeah.
happily.
Yeah, so that's how I take it. I don't mind it.
Okay. I
What
love
I
your
didn't
take. I
like,
hope I
what
hope that we can all learn from that.
yeah, what I don't like is like comparison, like like I have a younger sister that got married before me. So that comparison of like,
How come?
yeah,
So
I'm
and
like,
so.
everyone has their blessing. What do you mean? Or asking, how do you feel about this wedding? Don't you wish yours was? Like, now that's a
No,
problem,
you're taking away from someone else's joy.
right?
That's
I'm
just
like,
wrong.
shh, everyone has their timing. I don't like those things of comparison. But me, for myself, if you come to me and say, Madam, I'll be like, man, pray.
Add your
Because
prayers.
even
Add
us,
your
we're here
prayers to
working
the
on
prayers
it.
that are already going down.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, for me, another thing that I feel society celebrates too much is over consumerism.
Yeah.
The acquisition, this constant need to acquire the latest, that's flashiest, the most expensive. To what end? Mpaka D.
I know.
iPhone zigenda kuba zifuluma mpaka and people are going to say, oh yayogeza nnugu talina iPhone.
I
Okay,
know.
but still I feel like at what point will we be satisfied? Will there be, isn't it, aren't we picking up a culture and modeling for our
Of
children a
vanity.
culture of such vanity and constant yearning,
Yeah.
you're constantly yearning or planning for the next best thing or for
Yeah.
the,
You're
at what
never,
point do you enjoy this thing that you have?
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. And I was seeing someone talk about it. I think it was Uncle Mo. He made a joke about it. Was like iPhone 17. The camera has been good since 14, you know?
You know,
Like it's the same.
like
They just add like a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, that is,
so for me, I feel like that's a thing that mpaka D.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Let's hear
it.
from you.
But the rest will be left behind, man. Some of us have been left behind.
We are behind. We are behind. Actually, we're not just behind. We're under a rock. Under a rock. But what? Why? By the way, why did I say this? I
Yeah,
say this to for us because I constantly also have to bring myself back and tell myself, find joy in this thing that you have.
yeah,
You're yearning for that thing, but even as you're yearning,
yeah.
find joy in this one. Like stay present in this one and still enjoy it.
And it's even, I think, a bigger burden for us Africans because we don't have the same facilities to
Yes,
help us.
exactly.
Like those guys can just go and exchange and upgrade.
Yes, you
But us, we have
upgrade and
to,
you top up maybe. I don't know. Do they top up like a payment?
yeah, of course,
Yeah,
because it's a
but then
better,
us, you really have to
a
struggle and
whole new one. Then you have waste.
you know.
The waste keeps piling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Banange, let's think twice. Let's
yeah. That's a
think
challenge,
twice or
man.
slow down. It's a real
We don't
challenge.
even have where to throw the waste anymore.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Did you watch that Netflix show that showed all the secondhand clothes that are filling up water bodies because
yeah,
they are dumped here in Africa and we are buying, but even what we are buying, we're not buying enough to finish what is already there. And that shows you that by the time these things come here, some of them even still have labels, but they've gone out of fashion because the
yeah,
trends are changing so quickly.
yeah.
It's so scary.
I've even seen a documentary of an island that was covered in waste.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
What are
it's
we
crazy.
doing? Let's stop and ask
We
ourselves,
need
friends,
to,
what are we doing?
what is that? Reuse,
Recycle.
yeah.
Yeah. There's no harm in
Reduce,
it.
reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
For our
Even not
planet.
just
For
for
our
the
planet.
phones,
For
for
our children to
everything.
also enjoy the planet the way we are blasting. And for their children's children.
I think even the laws have to come in place because I like that, like Rwanda stopped mitumbo.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, you can't get secondhand things in Rwanda anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, they were like, this is not a dumping ground.
Hard line, hard boundary.
Yeah, but us, man,
We are
they are
still
cheap.
there. Of course, people will start saying, katife, mwetujo kulia, mwetulida, we sell secondhand
Yeah,
things. Now you're taking away from that. But
yeah, I
at
know,
what point?
I know. So mine is, since we are talking about that, I also talked about wealth. That people celebrate wealth so much. Agamba omunaku
Talina dobozi, talina ki.
talina kyakulya. But what is that? There's that joke.
Omunaku analagawo.
Tabaako. Anyway.
I don't know. There are so many phrases now. I don't know which is
Yeah,
which.
I know. Even me, I'm confused.
There's something that I read and it's so true and I found it so funny, but like dark humor funny, where they said that if you're in a meeting, the poor person should not raise their hand to talk because
Of
the
course.
minute abantu bwe baba bateesa gwe omwavu tolina ddoboozi bajja kugamba ye gwe oyogera biki sirika. Because they are going to listen to the person who can back what they are saying with
Yeah. When you have money, anything, like
anything goes.
anything. They say, what is that? What's that thing? What is, there's that thing, Miriam Matembe, that says, he said something, moral decay. She's talking about moral decay.
Yeah.
She's like, there's a lot of moral decay that is being sponsored because people are wealthy.
And it's true.
Yeah, there's like when you're wealthy, you dictate.
Money talks.
Yeah, there's so much celebrate. I feel like if we had more integrity, perhaps there would be some kind of order, but sometimes even you don't have what to leverage. So you have to let them gaga aitewo.
Nanki. And you know that's our attitude. What I'm doing now is our attitude of, oh, why? Oli aliwa sente ze.
Yeah.
Akozesa sente ze kati gogenda kola watch.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, so but yeah,
There's
but
a
it's
lot
a
of
thing that we
abuse,
really
a lot of yeah,
a lot,
because of
a
wealth.
lot
You see
that
people
lets-
look away
that
all the
people
time
let
because
slide
you're
because,
wealthy. I've been
yes.
told many people,
Even breaking the law.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. People look away. It's like they're not seeing. We're talking about
Like if you didn't see it,
we're
if you
talking about
act,
abuse in marriages. Usually the wealthy people
and
get
it's-
away with murder,
Do you know that?
literally.
And
And
people are just willing to
figuratively.
turn their heads and
Yeah.
wank.
Yeah.
After she chose to stay.
Anyway.
And then of course we have statements like I'd rather cry on a silk pillow
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
so
So yes, wealth. So my next one is how people glorify struggle, especially in relationships. My goodness.
you're done, eh?
I cannot understand.
You're done. You're tired of that one.
Me, you cannot touch me with struggle. I'm sorry. I understand life is hard.
Yeah.
Like if we're together and life happens, all right. But there's no way. I'm seeing you with your struggle. And I allow you rail me into your no. People
Is it like that? Is it
people commending people like now when you know your rights, when you have your standards, they call you all these terms,
Gold
gold
digger.
digger,
gold digger? Your there's another thing that I forgotten it. It has gone. But yeah, you're categorized. You put in that category of
yes.
oyagala kusanga biwedde. You're lazy. You don't want to work for yourself.
Your society
You don't want
actually
to build
ekisosa.
together. Oh, ayagala kusanga biwedde. She doesn't understand that life yokukakalukana. For us, over those things of we suffered and we've built together and now. Okay, but that one I agree with it.
There are those things of
If several with me and you we've pulled ourselves up from nothing, I expect that now we are going to enjoy the reward, the benefits of our hard work.
But you see,
not
if they
for
have,
you to go for something shiny and leave me in the dust.
But you see, if they have pumped you with the mentality of struggle, there are men that have left their wives because the wife wants to still save the penny, yet they have a lot.
Now they've
And the man gets,
to say we can now enjoy, but for you want to.
You're still in that struggle because you think they are giving you props.
Is still.
And that guy gets someone that knows how to eat money.
But someone was saying, I watched something recently where someone was saying people are doing that because tebagala people to bewitch them. Like you want to still remain for the public, for the view, for the for the people who are seeing you on the outside. You want to still look like you're still struggling because people, once they know you're not struggling, you're now doing well. But
you're struggling, the wife at home. I've told you husband is out there sponsoring girls who know how to eat money. So why are you struggling? What is the benefit in struggling?
Because maybe sometimes it's all you know and you can't help it. You can't help it. Mindset shifting. Your mindset shift is something that people take for granted.
Auntie, that's because the society lies to you that it is a mind shift to have. Me, I do not need struggle in my life. I do not support it. I do not encourage it.
Do you imagine that maybe someone, for example, let me give you this example. Do you imagine that someone who has struggled so much all their life can live with this thing of what if we're not going to pinch pennies right now and make sure that what if things change? What if this good fortune that we have goes away? What if so there are people who stick in who think like that.
When you detect it, please seek counseling and get help. That is struggle. That is not. I've seen even there's ladies that were talking about, like, you've watched The Notebook,
Yes. Oh my, I don't remember most of that movie.
Rachel McAdams and
And
Channing Tatum, and they were like, the girl had a proper fiance,
yeah.
very nice, noble guy, very well, how do you call it, comfortable, but no, she had to her past love that was struggling
Where
is
the
where she
passion
wanted
was.
to find
But that's
love.
it's not that she was
Eh,
attracted to the struggle. It's where
but
her passion
no, but
was.
that's a movie. What I'm saying, society has engineered those things in your head to think that you will struggle, like where you're comfortable, you need to go where you're struggling, so that at
Or
least,
that the girl who picks the comfortable life is going to get judged because
yes,
why would she live true love to go for comfort? How can you? How dare you?
yes, like there's a way, they say that movies reflect the
Life.
society. So
Because they are based
yes,
on that.
yes,
They draw from real life
yeah.
to
So
write
now
these
you're going
scripts.
to live a very okay, viable. Why wasn't there anyone to tell her, Madam, wake up? Bills tomorrow need to be paid.
Well, romance and passion also can sometimes. Have you ever seen people who even tell you if there's no drama, if there's no spark,
Yeah.
I'm too comfortable. It's just normal everyday life. Is
Imagine
nothing
struggle life.
exciting.
I told you
Huh?
about my friend that
There's
wanted to be beaten a bit.
yes.
Madness.
Of there's no passion. There's no passion. There's no spark. That people want to ignite a spark. Over
No.
what?
That the society has lied to you. You're not
Yeah.
a gold digger. You have standards.
But can we also just say that if you've chosen to be with someone and they are not they are not where you want to be, it's also fine to work together to
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's no choice anyway. Where are you going? I'm
If you've
joking.
chosen your person, if you've chosen your person,
Okay,
and
that's
you
not
see,
to
and you
say.
see, how people will say that sometimes you'll be with someone and they have nothing, but they have such ambition
Yeah.
and they have such drive that
Yeah.
you can see the mugenda.
Yeah.
It's also okay to walk the journey.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's fine. But I also feel like ambition has a limit. If you're a 40-year-old man that has dreams and ambition,
What? The ship has sailed.
I don't know how you're getting me
Mukwano,
on your
like
ship, on your boat. I
you're not
honestly,
boarding. You're not
honestly,
boarding.
no. That's how you find stories like, you've watched Lisa, what's that, Issa Rae, Insecure. You house
Issa Rae.
yeah, Issa Rae, yeah, Issa Rae. You house a guy for years,
Guy alina good ideas neteva mu kifo.
teva muchifo. Then
Teri kuva mu
eventually, because for
kifo.
sure you'll be burnt out.
Yeah.
You'll be burnt out. You can't not be. And then he booms and goes and celebrates with someone else. Then there's not even any reward in that struggle.
Okay,
Or
that's
vidi
true.
demwao.
That's true. There's also that. So, at
No.
what point
Only struggle with your
is it about
husband.
knowing? True.
Only husband is the only one you can struggle with. That one, pray, put him in prayer first. Yeah. Anything
That I agree with
before that, no,
100%.
thank you.
So at what point, if someone has been with someone, say you've decided to date because you see the end goal, at what point can you say, you know what, I've given this, like how many years is too many years? For someone who's now sitting in we're talking to you, you're sitting you're watching us right now, and you've been in a relationship however many years, and you've been struggling and you're trying to build together, naye nga ebintu tekikutuka tekiva mu kifo. But also, there's no mention of, at this point, you're now just struggling. There's no mention of let's settle down and continue our struggle. So, at what point do you decide? I like your facial expression. It says it all. Like, why have you even reached there? Like,
If
why
you're
have you
not my
even reached that
husband, I'm not
point?
even saying a day with you in struggle. Maybe sibling. We shall struggle, my brother.
Sibling is going nowhere. That's the one who's really going nowhere.
Now, stranger, you will have how have even that's witchcraft.
Auntie, they
How have you
love
convinced
you.
me to come on board on struggle?
They love
Oh
you.
Lord, with what? How are they expressing that love?
With words and with making you that cup of black chai that you're going to share together as your
My young
dinner.
girls out there, struggle love is not impressive at all. Do not be deceived.
There's no word.
Yeah, there's no award for struggle. Struggle just leads to more struggle and eventually death and
Frustration.
hunger.
Frustration and
Perhaps that's a wrong
disappointment.
order.
Okay. So can I go now
Yeah.
with mine? This is going to sound like I'm just hating because a lot of us are working towards that because then it leads to another step. But this going viral thing,
Viral.
viral fame,
Yeah.
tuchisusa. Tuchisusa, like, it bothers me that people will decide how to treat you after they've seen your numbers. Some people, not all.
Yeah.
It bothers me that is where we're going, that is becoming normal. Like if I reach out to buy something or to purchase something from you, you're going to look at my account. If I reach out online using my socials,
Yeah.
that you're going to look at my account and be like,
Like you want a sponsorship? What do you want?
no, even if I'm reaching out to ask you how much is this? You know, some people do that. Do you know that?
No.
That you'll reach out and ask how much is this, and depending on your following,
Yeah.
the way you're going to be treated is going to be different.
I didn't know. Like a celebrity, like
Yeah.
celebrity treatment?
Yes.
I get it.
I get it. I mean, if you feel like it would, if you sell well if you do sell, that they'll promote you.
Yeah.
But let's also treat the people who are not there, because you don't know this
Yeah.
viral thing. Like I said, it's viral.
What you're
Tomorrow,
explaining,
someone you've trodden on.
what you're explaining is similar to Oprah's experience in the Switzerland shop.
Oh
She
yeah,
entered
yes.
and they shunned her
You
and
can't
she
afford
left.
this because of her
Yes.
skin color.
No, just she didn't look like she had money. I don't think it was about skin color.
She said race played a card in it.
They didn't know who she
Okay,
was.
there were. It wasn't she who said. It was people who were
Yeah.
talking about the incident who said
Yeah.
race must have
Yes.
played a. It wasn't
But
Oprah
I think it
herself.
was just I don't think they knew it was Oprah. For sure, black as she is, if they knew it was
Have you had an
Oprah.
experience like that? I've had an experience where someone refused to tend to me in a shop because I didn't look like I could afford. And the person, in walking out, I had the person, it was my mom and I had the person say, abo bajja ne babuuza ne nojjayo ebintu byonna ate ne bamala ne batagula. So
I
is
just
it
write,
judging a book by its cover rather
yeah,
than,
I just write that off as bad customer service.
yeah, bad manners?
Yeah. But I also know numbers are a new currency now.
They are.
Yeah, because if I wear your brand and people
And
are
it's
getting brand
crazy.
deals
It's
for that
crazy.
reason.
Now, I fear that numbers will overtake ethics, integrity. Because an evil person can have numbers.
Yeah, true. It's up to you to have discernment to say you want to align with this person
Yes.
yeah, you're right. But that is,
So for me, I feel that's just my personal opinion. It's
yeah,
not the personal opinion
of course.
of
We're
calmly
sharing.
aligned.
This is our
Yeah, yeah. So
platform.
that's one that bothers me as Priscilla.
Yeah. Now, when you mentioned that one, the other thing that bothers me is how people celebrate people's takedowns.
It's one of my points. Public failure.
Oh my
That's one
God.
of my points.
It
People
is
celebrating public
wild.
failure. It's one of my points. Like public humiliation. That's what I wrote.
There's such a excitement. What is it called? A craze. I don't know what the word is.
It's everything. It's everything you've mentioned. It's excitement. It's a craze. It's
Like sometimes you're like, people have zero grace. You're like, if it were you,
how would you
how
feel?
would you feel? Like, you see, I've seen like episodes of like reality shows, someone in their high school days, they went to an event that maybe was, okay, like I saw it in America. There's a contestant, I think, that went to, they called it a Lady Antebellum concert or something like that. I think Lady Antebellum was
A musician.
associated with, not the musician. I think there's something associated with that term. Even the musician, the group, Lady Antebellum, changed
Yes.
its name. It's now Lady A.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So,
So
yeah,
it was
like it's
associated with
I think,
what?
with racism and all. But this girl went to that concert when she was like 19.
And this came back to
Now she
bite
was
her.
26 in a show, one of those reality shows. What blind love is blind? I don't know. Yeah, they removed her. They cancelled her.
That's crazy.
And it's okay, maybe that is a repercussion. But the joy of the people in the comment section was crazy.
I don't understand it. I don't understand why
Like
those
for them, they
things.
cancel you for death. You and your family's family, and there's too much celebration when people
It's not right.
are going through hard phases, and yeah,
It's not right.
yeah. As a humanity, as a society, we need to
We need to do better.
do better. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. There need to be a way to patch and
It's
like throw a
almost it's
ladder and
almost
like give grace, and
yeah.
because all of us fall short, honestly.
Absolutely. We all
Yeah.
and we make mistakes, we fall short, we who hasn't?
We are now on this platform. Sometimes I say words because I'm also a bit maybe sheltered. I don't know what's going to rub someone the wrong way out there, but yeah,
Innocently,
yeah.
meanwhile, without realizing, and then someone will pick up on it.
Oh, and
And what's crazy to me is that thing you've mentioned of something, now that you've acquired fame, something from years ago
yeah,
is going to come back to.
yeah. From
No wonder people are dealing with
18,
so much
19.
anxiety. No wonder we have
Yeah,
so many cases of anxiety
yeah.
today. It's crazy.
Those what are they called? Social media war soldiers. What is what they call them? It's actually
I think that's the right word. So social media bullies,
yeah, the social media. Yeah, those people
because
on
it's
social
it's
media bully.
bullying.
Yeah,
It's
it
all
is bullying
bullying.
for sure.
Shame. We need to do better.
Anyway, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Your next point.
So for me, it's this craze with physical appearance, physical beauty,
Yeah.
and the standards that keep changing, and how many of us really fall over ourselves trying to achieve that standard.
Oh yes. Oh my God.
I'm seeing, like, I was watching and I'm like, is surgery going to be the next craze in Uganda?
Yeah. I used to see those things and they were so like things you watch
Far-fetched,
on
eh?
TV.
Like away from us, like we were so
Yeah.
removed from them, and now
Yeah.
they're here with us. No, which is not to say
A
that we
bad
are
thing.
judging people that are doing
Yeah.
surgery or it's a bad thing, but the rate at which it's picking up and becoming a thing.
It has become rampant for sure. Everything now, I don't know. There's no
And I
more.
don't know, how do you tell? Okay, I'm not going to say that it's a bad thing. There are people who are doing it because physically it was taking a toll. For example, I think for Mommy Deb, she said that she had back issues, she had strain in the neck and the shoulders or whatever. I can understand that, and it's not to say that it's a bad thing, but where is the boundary? Like, where?
I know. Now it's so accessible. I used to see like Kylie Jenner. She did her surgery. She said she was so young and she regrets doing it now.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, because before having kids, and she's like, if my daughter was going to do it, I wouldn't have, I would have felt a way about it. So now that she's a mother, she's reflecting about it. And those were really not African problems.
No, they were not.
Now here they are.
At our doorstep.
Yeah, I don't know how much they cost though, but I mean,
The cost is such that someone who needs it will find a way and is desperate for it will find
yeah,
a way to get the money.
yeah. Anyway, and also the way people sell it, people don't mind. I thought people like people with banging bodies because you're hoping to have children that have good genes.
That's what it used to be. It
But
used
now
to
people
be,
don't care. Fake, real.
yeah,
I don't know. To each their own.
to each their own.
Yep. So one of my points was the way people celebrate death.
Death.
My God, these burials, these
Oh,
funerals.
it's a real function. Is it, can we call it function? Can we
Yeah,
call
it
it
is
a
a
mokolo?
function, but they call it Embaga Yesembi. It's your last wedding, your last party, your last
So
hooray.
it's a real
In
last
the,
final hurrah.
yeah,
So now it has to be a big celebration.
yes. And the
A
way they respect
lot,
it
yeah.
and celebrate it so much is,
The budgets are crazy.
yes. The outfits, the budgets.
I remember someone once said, and this is someone who said to me in conversation, they said, I find it so bizarre that person will be sick in the hospital and trying to find a way to pay their bills, their hospital bills, or trying to find money for a treatment. And people will be, I don't have. Then when they die, the money will be there for
Yeah.
Mabugo, for a crazy burial. And they're like, I find that for that person who was telling me, that's the oddest thing that I've seen about
It
Ugandans.
is. It is. Even my grandma, before she passed, she was there in the village for a long time. Went to visit her and she told us, me, pink and the flowers. Mutarizireta, or something like that. And my cousin was laughing. She was like, we shall bring.
I tell people really
And
push
the
and bring.
chances are, I think because it's really, really your last party, people travel all the way, people
Yes.
come all the way in big numbers. Like even my group, I had an uncle that passed recently. And for him, he was a soldier.
A veteran. A
A vet,
veteran or a
yeah,
soldier still.
I think he may be veteran, maybe retired because he was injured not on duty, but anyway, he was a veteran. And he had such a, what do they call it, honorable funeral. It was so beautiful. And this uncle was in his real life, well, he was such an interesting character. He was someone, Bambi, that was there, and he was in the village for a long time. He worked for a long time, but I don't think all these people that came, he would have expected it for sure. So my last point, I don't know if this is society. This is more the newer society. There is people celebrate a specific kind of, should I say, temperament? They're very bold,
Outspoken, out
outspoken.
there,
Yes,
crazy ideas,
yes.
crazy statements, drama. Yeah.
Everyone's reaction is,
It's all, is it? I actually understand what you're
yeah,
saying.
it's like that is the new, I don't
That
know,
if you're
it
calm and
shows you're
normal,
brave,
then
it shows your walk, it
yes.
shows your,
Actually, that's true.
and
That
it,
is
and it over
celebrated.
that personality for me personally overwhelms me. And I was actually watching a podcast. I think it is the new episode of that's the CEO of Diary of a
Oh,
CEO.
there you ever see you.
I think he hosted a lady that was talking about now. For she was talking about the authenticity. She was like, authenticity is sabotaging you because people don't want to know your real self. Those things of speaking anyhow, they don't care about. They have no decorum generally. You speak the way you think. Doesn't matter if you're a CEO, if you are president, or there's a familiarity that is being embraced and encouraged.
That's true.
It's wild. Even like that lady, the CEO of, okay, that's not encouraged, but it's where it's going. The CEO of Amazon,
Oh, what
the
happened?
lady showing up at the president's swearing in with like a bustier,
With what?
like a bustier. She had a corset and the boobs in
Oh,
face.
oh,
That is already, that's why it's leading, because if you're bold and everyone is
you're
naked and
bold and out
everyone
there,
is
and you have to
exposed and
express yourself as you are
yes,
because you're showing up
yeah, so
authentically.
there's no
But
respect.
that what that person said in that interview, it's so true.
Yeah.
There's a certain people talk about authenticity a lot, but it's actually not what they want. Maybe there are some ideas that they want people to be able to be brave enough to put out there that they can't.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they want. But real, authentic, everyday people who are normal, who are not doing anything crazy, who are just living their life and maybe sharing it, is boring. It's considered boring. So people talk about authenticity, it makes me laugh
Yeah.
because what seems authentic is what's out there, what's bold, what's in your face, what's
And when you're different, they consider you weak. They consider you
you're
like
not speaking up.
passive, like you're not standing for anything. Because did you see it happen? What did you do about, like, I'm like, we are not going to all be fighters out
Fighting.
here.
We're not going to try and
Yes, we're not all in the front. We're not all in the soldiers in the army. What's the problem? I know. So that's, but
it's a,
that's,
it's
I
a,
don't know
it's
if it's
a,
a society
it's
thing. I think it's a generational thing.
I
This is
think
the younger
it's a thing that's
generation.
coming up.
Yeah. Pushes for it.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. The older people are more at the opposite. And I said sacrifice, encouraging struggle. Shh, don't speak.
So two extremes.
Yeah, they stretch. And I think this is the
Imagine.
response to the other, but now they have just moved
Yes,
from one
gone
extreme
all
to
the way to
the,
the opposite end.
yeah.
Yo, gosh.
So,
Okay.
wow. You said you had one.
So we've talked about no, mine
Yeah.
was
Okay,
really
no.
just saying what are those things. We've talked about the things that
Society of us celebrate.
society is celebrating too much, and I was thinking, what are those things? And these ones we can just mention as points because we can't go into it. We have to end. But what are the things that we ought to be? What's the opposite? The things that should be celebrated that aren't.
Yeah, for my points, I kept saying them. I think like the death, those that celebrate death too much, they need to give you your flowers when you're leaving.
When you're living.
Those that, what are the others? I don't remember.
But we
This
mentioned.
one, yeah, we mentioned, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
This one, where people are too outspoken, they need to know there's a balance. Not everyone is the same. We're not the same.
Not ready to pick up a pitchfork and go into war.
Yes,
So
yeah.
thank you for tuning in. Those have been ours. I would love to hear, or we would love to hear feedback about yours. If you can share in the comments, that would be lovely. If you can't, you could have the same debate with your friends and see what's out there. And I think for us, this particular one is a way to remind us. Is it a reminder or is it a way to just alert us to those things that are getting out of hand that we need to
Rail
reel
back. Yeah.
in? Yeah. So thank you for watching. And again, please like, subscribe, share.